The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Hope Logan is at a turning point in her career. After her failed attempt to take over Forrester Creations, she seems to have realized that the only way to prove herself is to create her own fashion empire. Here's a closer look at what's going on and why Hope's decision could make the fashion world and her love life more chaotic and dramatic than ever. Hope Logan's bold decision. First of all, Hope Logan is one of the prominent characters with a desire to prove her own talent. Being deprived of the opportunity to express the vision she has always cherished by Forrester Creations has only fueled her desire to leave. After her failed attempt to take over the company, Hope understands that the influence of the Hope for the Future product line may never be able to grow if she continues to stick with Forrester Creations. Instead of resigning, Hope chose to rise up by opening a completely new company. It was a bold move, because everyone knew Forrester Creations was a big guy in the fashion industry, but it was the risk that motivated her to affirm her true ability. Financial pressure and Bill Spencer's unexpected intervention. Of course, establishing a fashion company of her own is not simple. Capital, human resources, facilities are things that Hope can hardly handle in a short period of time, especially when she is under pressure of her contract with Forrester Creations expiring. However, the factor that created a turning point for Hope's plan was the man who had once confronted her, Bill. Bill Spencer has long been famous for his cold, pragmatic personality and willingness to trample others to achieve his goals. He also has a strong grudge against the Forrester family. Therefore, it is not impossible that Bill sees an opportunity in Hope to get even with Forrester Creations. Even though Bill was Hope's first bully on the show, now, because of his feud with Forrester, he can become an unexpected donor, using his money and connections to build a completely new fashion brand for Hope. Warning from the online community across forums, the audience has been up in arms over the possibility of Hope Logan owning her own company and leaving the Forrester family. There are many opinions supporting her, saying that it is time for Hope to break out and play big. They believe that she should leave the competitive, sometimes toxic, space at Forrester Creations to find her own path. Many comments affirm Hope needs to have her own business and stay away from Forrester's Creations. I can't imagine going back to that workplace even after promising to maintain Hope for the future. Hope is lucky to be out of the Forresters. Some others commented, Hope just needs to leave because she won't have a future when her contract expires. I'm sick of Steffi and Hope fighting each other. Obviously, the conflict between Hope and Steffi has lasted too long, making a part of the audience feel tired. Once Hope established her own company, she not only cut the ties with the Forrester family, but also created an opportunity to prove that Hope for the Future can explode if placed in the right environment, where she is not tied down by the strict policies and principles of the Forrester family. Shocking rumor: Hope and Bill's love affair? One of the hottest topics recently is the possibility of a romance between Hope and Bill. For loyal viewers, this is an unbelievable twist, because Bill Spencer used to be Hope's stepfather. Although they are no longer related by blood or marriage, the fact that the two could become a couple still shocks many people. Someone boldly commented, "What about the Hope/Bill couple?" I know it's a bit creepy, but at least they are no longer related by blood or marriage. Maybe it will bring a new part of Bill's personality. If Bill and Hope really become a couple, it will definitely be a big shock. First, they used to dislike each other. Second, this relationship will directly affect the war with Forrester Creations. Does Hope truly love Bill for who he is, or just for financial support? Is Bill using Hope to play business politics with Steffi and Ridge? All of this only makes the story more exciting. Steffi's rage. Steffi Forrester has always been a strong character, not easily ignoring anything that is detrimental to her family. When she discovers that Bill, a person who has had many conflicts with the Forrester family, stands up to help Hope, Steffi will certainly not be happy. She may even consider it an act of betrayal. Steffi will ask Bill to stop supporting his arch-rival. But things will not stop there. Because if Bill and Hope really develop feelings, Bill will strongly oppose any intervention from Steffi. From being a powerful businessman, Bill can completely transform into a man willing to do everything to protect his lover. Once again, the old conflict between Steffi and Hope erupts, but this time with Bill Spencer as a catalyst. The battle for power and love promises to take the drama to a new level. A sweet journey of revenge or a new stumble. Leaving Forrester Creations, starting her own company, teaming up with Bill Spencer, and even getting into a controversial relationship, all of this has made Hope Logan the center of speculation. A huge success or a major setback? If Hope's product line really takes off, it will be sweet revenge for Forrester Creations and especially Steffi, who has never believed in Hope's independent talent. On the contrary, if this project fails, Hope will not only lose the trust of the audience, but also risk pushing herself to the margins of the harsh fashion market, with a wound that is difficult to heal both economically and honorably. In short, all of these developments are painting an extremely dramatic picture for the bold and the beautiful. Hope Logan stands before the opportunity to realize her business dream, but at the same time she also faces a series of financial barriers, family relationships, and the risk of falling into a controversial love affair with Bill Spencer himself. All eyes are on Hope. Can she seize the opportunity, turn the tables, become an independent fashion queen, or get caught up in the old spiral of overlapping grudges with the Forrester family? Let's wait and see what unexpected moves Hope Logan will bring in the future and how Bill, Steffi, and the fan community react to her revolutionary plans. Every day that passes has the potential to create a new chapter full of conflict and passion, making the story of the bold and the beautiful more attractive and unpredictable than ever. Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan continue to explode with extremely dramatic developments. After many events, Ridge finally decided to return to Taylor, whom he trusts and sees as a more stable place to settle down than Brooke. However, this love triangle will not be easy to close when Brooke, who Ridge once considered the love of his life, is determined not to let Ridge and Taylor's upcoming wedding go smoothly. Below are the key points, detailed and in-depth analysis of the current tense situation. The mended bond between Ridge and Taylor. Ridge sees stability in Taylor. Ridge and Taylor have gone through many ups and downs in the past. They had children together, were happy and also separated due to many misunderstandings and storms. Now, after Ridge felt too much hurt and turmoil in his relationship with Brooke, he found Taylor again, someone who is not only a sharp psychologist, but also has enough love and patience to sympathize and accompany him. The solid factor, Taylor has never shown betrayal like Brooke did for many years. Ridge sees in Taylor a stable emotional foundation, without too much drama, like when he was with Brooke. Steffi's support. Steffi Forrester, their daughter, has always wanted to see her parents reunite. For Steffi, the original family image of Ridge, Taylor, and the children is her long-standing dream. Therefore, Steffi is willing to fully support Taylor to find happiness with Ridge. Ridge publicly compares Taylor to Brooke to further strengthen the reason for his choice. Ridge even frankly told Steffi that he could not imagine Taylor would betray him the way Brooke did. This is a very heavy statement, because Ridge had always considered Brooke the most important woman in his life. Hurt from the past, Brooke had many actions that hurt Ridge, from other relationships to moments of infidelity. Ridge's determination. When a man says, "I can't imagine this person would betray me like that person did," it means he has placed absolute trust in the new person. This is a big turning point that confirms that Ridge is gradually closing the door on Brooke. Taylor's biggest rival, Brooke. Ridge and Brooke's faded love in the past. It cannot be denied that there was a time when Ridge considered Brooke his eternal love. The Ridge-Brooke relationship was romantic, passionate, but also full of storms. When she heard that Ridge and Taylor were about to get married, Brooke felt like she was doused with cold water. She realized that she could lose Ridge again, and this time it could be forever. The fire has not gone out. Despite the events, Brooke's feelings for Ridge have never really ended. For her, Ridge is not only her ex-husband, but also an important part of her life, difficult to replace. The appearance of Carter and the return of the fashion house. When Carter completed the procedures and returned the fashion company to the Forrester family, Brooke felt like a new door opened. She thought this was the time for Ridge to remove the burden and take time to reconsider their love affair. Therefore, Brooke would not stand by and watch Ridge and Taylor peacefully together. Brooke saw an opportunity to take back Ridge as Ridge prepared to get married to Taylor. Brooke saw it as the clearest sign that she was about to lose the man she still considered destiny. Instead of accepting reality, Brooke saw it as an opportunity to win back Ridge. The reason she rebelled, Brooke believed that as long as she showed Ridge her deep and unending love, he would waver. The old flame tactic. Brooke could bring up old memories or directly attack the feelings of Ridge, who once thought she was the love of his life. Because in the past, Ridge had chosen Brooke over Taylor many times. Ridge and Taylor's dream wedding commitment or challenge. Deciding to get married to prove love, Ridge decided to get married to Taylor next week. This is not only a ritual to unite the two, but also an affirmation that Ridge wants everyone, especially Brooke, to understand. He has chosen Taylor and will not return to the old path. The meaning of the wedding. In the dramatic world of the bold and the beautiful, a wedding always contains many surprises. Often the most storms also occur during the preparation period for this important event. Signal for fans. For fans of Ridge and Taylor, this is good news because they have waited a long time for the moment the two reunited. But for Brooke supporters, this is like a sentence that pushes Brooke to the sidelines. Steffi enthusiastically supports. Will it touch Ridge's conscience? Steffi will definitely be very excited about the wedding. She has dreamed of this moment for a long time. Her parents reunited. The family celebrated together in a warm atmosphere. However, does this desire make Ridge responsible to marry Taylor to please his daughter, or does he really love Taylor so much that he wants to be with her for life? This is the question that the audience will really want to find out in the next episodes. Brooke plots to keep Ridge from falling into a fake illness, a risky but familiar move. It sounds too much, but for Brooke, any scenario can happen when she is determined not to let Ridge slip away. Leaked information says that Brooke might pretend to be sick to gain Ridge's pity and worry. Purpose: to put mental pressure on Ridge, making him feel that he cannot abandon Brooke during her sickness. From there, the infatuated guy might hesitate or even cancel the wedding with Taylor to take care of Brooke. Risk of exposure. However, the fake illness trick always carries the risk of being exposed. If Ridge or anyone in the Forrester family discovers Brooke's lies, her reputation will plummet. She may lose both love and honor. Sometimes love makes people blind. Brooke always shows herself as someone who is willing to do everything for love. She may be selfish, but it is hard to deny her deep feelings for Ridge. Many fans will criticize Brooke for her tricks, but many will sympathize because they believe that Brooke's love for Ridge has never been a lie. What should Ridge choose? Scenario: if Ridge turns the car back to Brooke, conflict erupts. The wedding will definitely go up in smoke. Taylor and Steffi will be deeply hurt. Plus, the Forrester family, especially Taylor's supporters, may never forgive Ridge for making an impulsive decision. Toxic environment repeats. Ridge and Brooke have broken up many times. Will they really be happy in the long run, or will they fall into the same vicious cycle? Scenario: if Ridge sticks with Taylor, the perfect Ridge-Taylor couple. Getting married and actually living together will help them reaffirm their love, especially since Ridge has affirmed that Taylor is the one who will never betray him. Brooke never gives up. As the audience has seen, Brooke has a history of being very possessive of Ridge. She can make Ridge Taylor's new life more complicated at any time, especially when she constantly appears with tricks to cause chaos. What awaits the audience next? With the decision to hold a wedding next week, Ridge and Taylor are holding the opportunity to prove their love. But it is also during this final time that Brooke can unleash her trump cards to win back Ridge's heart. Will she entice her personal doctor or take advantage of Ridge's compassion? Create drama at the wedding. A sudden moment of rushing into the wedding, a shocking declaration can make Ridge stop exchanging vows. Intervention of other characters. There may be more unexpected characters appearing, presenting evidence or secrets, causing Ridge's psychology to waver. After all, The Bold and the Beautiful has long been famous for its races to win love, intrigues to turn the situation of marriage around, and certainly fans will not be disappointed with the three-way battle between Ridge, Taylor, and Brooke. In short, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers promise that the next episodes will make the audience unable to take their eyes off. Ridge is happy with Taylor and wants to prove his commitment with a wedding. However, Brooke, whom he once called the greatest love of his life, is unwilling to let go. The question is, will Ridge be shaken again when the old love comes back without being asked, or is he determined enough to move towards a new future with Taylor? By faking illness, will Brooke be able to hold on to Ridge and prevent the upcoming wedding? Everything promises to explode with emotions, taking viewers from one surprise to another. Keep watching so you don't miss any of the exciting developments of The Bold and the Beautiful.